ChatGPT Project is one of the best features inside ChatGPT, yet it's still one of the most underrated on the entire platform. It's so powerful that I decided to make an entire video on it, showing you step by step, first, what projects actually are and how they work, what makes them different from regular chats, how to set them up properly using real practical examples, and some hidden tricks most people completely missed. Even if you have tried projects before, I'm betting you are not using them in all the ways I'm about to show you. And if you haven't touched them yet, this might completely change how you use ChatGPT. And the best part, Projects is now available to all users. So, what exactly are projects? At the most basic level, projects are like smart folders for ChatGPT, but with memory and structure. Instead of starting from scratch every time, projects are designed for ongoing work you keep coming back to, adding context, and they get smarter with whatever you are working on. For example, I've got one for my YouTube channel. Every time I brainstorm ideas, research topics, or work on scripts, I do it inside that project because it builds up a complete history of everything related to my channel. And because you can add custom instructions and knowledge base, you can turn any project into a focused assistant that understands your style, remembers your work, and stay on topic. I will show you how to do that in a bit. But first, let's set up our first project. On the left sidebar, you will see projects right above your chats. ChatGPT offers templates like writing, health, or investing if you are not sure where to start. But for this example, I'm building one for my YouTube channel. I'll call it YouTube Manager, a workspace where I handle scripting, research, and content planning. Over here, you can pick any icon or color for this project. I'm going with red. Now, here's an important setting that most people overlook. Before you hit create, click on the setting icon in the corner, and you will see two memory options. The default option lets the projects access memories from the entire ChatGPT account, but the second option, project only, keeps your project self-contained. It basically won't use any irrelevant information from other conversations. I personally keep most of my projects self-contained, but it really depends on what you are working on. Once that's set, just hit create. Now, here's what makes projects actually powerful. Two features most people overlook: knowledge base and custom instructions. Let's start with the knowledge base. If you go over to add file, any files you add here become part of the project context. That means ChatGPT can reference them anytime you are inside the project. You can drop in all kinds of files, Word documents, PDFs, images, spreadsheets. It could be things like brain guides, checklists, old scripts, contracts, whatever you need. You can even use ChatGPT Deep Research to prepare a full report on a specific topic, then use the output as part of the knowledge base. I have a full video on how to use ChatGPT Deep Research, and I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Just a quick note on availability. On the free plan, you can upload up to 5 files, plus users up to 25, and pro users 40 files. Just keep in mind that these limits that may change in the future. Are you on the free plan and have more than 5 files to upload? Here's a workaround. Simply go to a free website like I Love PDF, link in the description below, and just merge the PDFs into 1 or 2 files before uploading. Now, you don't have to add files if you don't want to. Sometimes you just want the project to keep the memory self-contained, and that's totally fine. In my case, I'm uploading 2 past scripts and my YouTube analytics, so ChatGPT understands my tone, structure, and what's working on my channel. Now, the second feature is custom instructions. Let's go over to the 3 dots in the corner and click add instructions. This is where you tell ChatGPT how to behave inside this project only. You might have already set up instructions at account level, but this is different. These instructions are self-contained, which means they only apply here and won't affect your other chats. Here's the framework I like to use. First, I tell it to act as a specific assistant, act as my YouTube content assistant. Then I reference any files I've uploaded, use the scripts I have uploaded as a reference. I specify my tone and structure, always write in my tone of voice, casual, friendly, and confident. Structure scripts with clear sections, hook, intro, body, tips, and wrap up. Focus on bullet points or short paragraphs where I can expand on. Don't write word for word scripts unless I've asked. I list anything I wanted to avoid. Avoid generic filler phrases or over explanations. And I ask it to request clarification when needed. Ask me for follow-up questions if anything is unclear. Once that's saved, every new chat inside the project already knows my style and how I work, so I never have to repeat myself. If you're not sure what to write, you can use ChatGPT to help you create the instructions. What I like to do is open a fresh chat outside the project, click the microphone icon, and just brain dump everything. I call this the microphone brain dump technique. I will start with something like, "Hey ChatGPT, I need help creating a custom instruction for a YouTube project." Then I just add as much details as possible about my style, my goals, and what I'm working on. ChatGPT then turns that messy audio into clean, usable instructions. Will it be perfect? Probably not, but it's a great starting point. You can refine and match your style. Now that my YouTube project is fully set up, let me show you how to actually use it. Let's say I want to create a video about ChatGPT projects, like the one you are watching right now. I open a new chat inside the project and type something like, "I'm writing a video about ChatGPT projects, helping brainstorm a strong intro." That alone gives me a great starting point, but I like to stay in control of my ideas. So here I like to use the microphone brain dump technique again. I open the microphone and just brain dump everything I'm thinking for that particular video. I usually break it down into 2 or 3 recordings so the files are not too long. ChatGPT comes back with an intro that matches my tone, a few strong hook options, and clear suggestions on how to structure the message. You can use your voice like I do, or you can also use a simple text prompt, whatever works for you. That's the beauty of projects. The context is already loaded. The more I use it, asking questions, creating videos, refining my process, the smarter it gets at understanding exactly what I need. It just gets better and better. A very powerful way to get video ideas is by using web search inside a project. Inside my YouTube Manager project, I can activate web search and ask, what are the top trending topics in AI this month, especially things relevant to creators or productivity. ChatGPT pulls in headlines, summaries, and links from the latest source. That means I'm not switching tabs or juggling between tools. I'm getting real-time information here, right inside my workspace. And because it all happens inside this project, ChatGPT can now use those insights when brainstorming video topics or planning content. Now, since I already uploaded my YouTube analytics as part of the knowledge base, I can go back to ChatGPT and ask something like, "Based on my analytics and the top trending topics in AI this month, can you find 10 video topics similar to the ones that performed well?" ChatGPT reviews the data and gives me suggestions that are actually aligned with what's working on my channel. I can take it a step further and plan my content in advance. For example, draft me a 60-day content calendar in Notion format, 1 video per week, including working titles, hook ideas, starters, and publish date. And you can get creative here and add whatever fields make sense for your workflow. From here, just copy and paste the result into your Notion workspace. Now, here's something most people don't realize. You can actually build interactive apps combining projects and canvas. No coding skills needed. Let me show you how this works. For this example, I'm building a healthy quiz app that gives people personalized tips based on their answers. First, I'll create a new project for this. I'll call it Health Quiz App, and I'm adding some supporting files to the knowledge base, a PDF with wellness tips and a deep research report I generated earlier. This way, the quiz will pull in information from actual evidence-based information. Now, I will start a new chat inside the project, click the plus icon, and select Canvas. Canvas is like a visual workspace inside ChatGPT. It's perfect for bigger projects like writing, planning, or building tools where you want more structure than a regular chat. Once I am in Canvas mode, I simply type, "I want to build a mini app that asks users 5 questions about their sleep, stress, and energy levels, and then gives them personalized tips based on their answer." After just a few back and forth with ChatGPT, it generates a fully working interactive quiz with logic, inputs, and custom feedbacks. And because I added those files to the knowledge base, it's pulling from actual wellness research, not just making things up. From here, I can either keep refining it, or if I'm happy with it, I can generate a shareable link. Anyone can use it. Or if I'm more technical, I can copy their code and embed it on a website. So instead of starting from scratch every time, juggling multiple chats and repeating yourself, you now have a focused workspace that remembers your style, references your files, and gets smarter with every conversation. That's the real power of project. If you haven't tried it yet, start simple. Pick one area of your life or work, create a project, upload a couple of files, and write a quick custom instruction. That alone can change the way you use ChatGPT. And if you want to take it even further, especially when you're doing research for your project, like planning a new video, exploring content ideas, or comparing different strategies. Check out my other video about ChatGPT Deep Research, where I'll walk you through exactly how to use it the right way, with step-by-step examples and pro tips to save hours on your next research. It's one of the best tools to pair with projects. If this video helped you, consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.